What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another vinyl video. It's a really dark, gloomy, shitty day outside. So I thought I'd make a video to make it so my day isn't as gross and shitty. So here we go. To start off, album that is even gloomier than how it is outside. This is I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside by Earl Sweatshirt. If you don't know Earl Sweatshirt, he's a rapper. Originally affiliated with Odd Future, Wolfgang Kill 'Em All, Tyler Creator, Frank Ocean, all those other people. Domo Genesis, those guys. This is his second solo album. I'm not sure if Odd Future was broken up at this point, but this is this second solo album. And this is a really, really short, dark, depressing hip-hop album with a lot of very, I don't want to call them experimental, but left-field beats and fantastic flows and rapping and deliveries from Earl. If you don't know this album, definitely check it out. Some great features on here as well. Vince Staples, Wiki's on here as well. And the beats on here are really interesting because they're very skeletal and almost minimal in a way, which makes the album seem even more suffocating, I guess I would say. And it's a really just fantastic listen. I'm new to Earl. Like, I only started listening to him when his listening to him like album wise when his newest one came out, Some Rap Songs, which that's a fantastic album. If you haven't heard that, look up Some Rap Songs by Earl Sweatshirt. But yeah, this is a wonderful hip hop album. Very, dark and depressing. If you're feeling down, throw this on. You can just get sadder. Wallow in your sadness with Earl here, with my boy. All right. This next one is some weird shit. All right, so I work in a deli, and we have a kitchen downstairs. One day I go down into the kitchen, and my boss turns to me and goes, "Hey, buddy, I found something for you." And I go, "All right." And he's like, "You're a record guy, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he pulls this shit out. I'm like, "What the hell is this?" He's like, "It's a record." And I was like, "I can see that, but where did you get it?" He said, "I just found it in the kitchen somewhere." And I was like, what the hell does that mean? You just found it in the fucking kitchen? He goes, "Yeah, it was over in this corner here." And so I'm looking at it, and I realize it's an EP, like an EP 10-inch from Deltron 3030. But on the packaging, if I can kind of show it here, there's recipes, like food recipes all over it from like famous chefs. And I'm sitting here thinking, what the hell is this? So I look it up. It is a 4-track 10-inch of Deltron 3030 instrumentals. But they're all dub mixes. And it's actually on a collared vinyl, too. And it came from a box set that actually contained a Deltron 3030 beer. And the reason why we're assuming this was in the kitchen was because our deli/grocery store is attached to a liquor store, and they probably got that in, didn't know what to do with the vinyl or something like that, and just stuck it in the kitchen. So this has been down there since 2012, and I'm just getting it now. And I listen to the instrumentals. They're actually really nice instrumentals. If you know Deltron 3030, I wasn't that familiar with them, but pretty much standard instrumentals for them. A little bit jazzy, but still kind of got a futuristic edge to it. Yeah, the only famous chef I actually know on here. Actually, no, there's two. I know Mario Batali. I know him. And then I know Sean Paxton. But yeah, there's like some really like interesting recipes on here. And I guess all the recipes are inspired by the band too. So yeah, some weird shit, but it's a good find. It's not worth anything, but like it's such a weird record to find that I wouldn't get rid of it. Alright, next one. Dare I say a fucking classic. I'm pretty sure most people would say that. This Is It by The Strokes. Everybody should know this album. New York rock band. Julian Casablancas, Albert Hammond Jr., everybody else that's in this band. Just one of the tightest rock track lists ever. What is there, 10 songs on here? On the American version, it doesn't have New York City Cops. It's 10 songs. This one, it's 11. But man, there's not a single bad song on this album. Not a single wasted second on this fucking album. It is such a good listen from start to finish. And it barely even 30 minutes, I think. It's just so sealed tight, just jams. Track 1 to track 12. Or 11. I can't count. But yeah, everybody should know this album. Everybody should listen to this album at least. And the reason why I'm showing it, and it's not a unique find or anything, it's very easy to find, is because it's so easy to find that every time I went to a record store, I wouldn't pick it up because I would be like, well, there's something over here that I might not be able to find again. So I'm going to get this later. And I would say that every time. And one day I went into a record store and I just said, fuck it. I'm going to get it now. And I'm really happy I did because this is one of my all-time favorite albums. One of my favorite rock albums, period. And it's just a fantastic listen. Everybody should listen to this album at least once. It should be just required listening. All right, next one. The second album from Alvvays. This is a indie rock, indie pop, dream pop band out of Montreal. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, this is just fucking fun. Like I said, it's dark and gross outside. This will brighten your day up. This is a summertime vibes album. Vinyl is, I believe, yellow. Yellow or blue. Yeah, yellow. Here we go. I actually hate their first album. I think their first album is, like, real boring. Like, shit to put you to sleep, but not in the good way. Kind of boring. But this album is a whole nother story. Their songwriting literally sounds like this was a different band. The songs are so catchy, so well produced, so well written. It's so, again, just a tight track listing. Not a single wasted second on this album. Fucking Dreams Tonight? Hell yeah, I'm gonna listen to that. Plimsoll Punks? Hell yeah. Not My Baby, Your Type, Lollipop. This is some mean shit right here. Some mean summertime vibes. You gotta listen to this album if you like indie rock, indie pop. If you want something catchy to cheer you up, this is a good record to listen to. Alright. Next one. We got Jacques Brel. If you don't know Jacques Brel, he is a French singer, popular in the 50s, 60s, even 70s. I think this one came out in 1970. This was his first album that was released in America. Has a couple of his classic songs on here, like Ne Me Quittez Pas, La Mer, who I know Scott Walker covered that song as well. Scott Walker covered a lot of Jacques Brel songs, so that doesn't mean anything, really. But yeah, Jacques Brel is very difficult to find in America, his records. Because, for one, he was a French singer. He wasn't very big over here. And two, when I bought this, the record guy was like, man, it is so hard to find Jacques Brel records because everybody that owned them is dead. And they just kept them. And they're probably in their attic somewhere. And I'm like, God damn it, why'd they have to die? I want your goddamn Jacques Brel records. Anyway, he is one of the most talented singers. He's one of my favorite singers, personally, in terms of just vocals. He's so expressive, so animated, so just one of a kind. And on top of that, the arrangements are fucking gorgeous. The lyrics, when you read them on the back, when they're translated, not in French, they're, again, just stunning. But yeah, this is a great find, in my opinion. I'm just so happy to actually have a Jacques Brel record, because I didn't have any before this. But yeah, definitely check him out if you're into some like real like high quality like singer, like chanson singers. Alright, and lastly, I have fucking Paul McCartney and Linda McCartney. I didn't realize this was supposed to be by the both of them, but it is. This is Paul McCartney and Linda McCartney. This is Ram. I bought this album for the song Uncle Albert, Admiral Halsey. You're not going to be able to see it there. That one, I think. Am I pointing to the right one? I am. That is a fantastic folk rock and just, folk pop song, I guess you could say. Pop rock stuff. Just a very good testament to how good of a songwriter Paul McCartney was. And I bought the album just because I knew that song, and I had listened to the album like once over, but not really paid attention to it. And when I bought it, I really like sat down and like paid attention to it. And man, this guy can write a goddamn folk rock song. Like, he's just so talented. Like, shut up, dude. Stop being that talented. And it's just a wonderful little collection of folk rock songs. There's no real duds on here, I would say. Everything just seems so polished. And there's such a good sense of like fun and just happiness on this album. It's a real happy album. Maybe if you don't pay attention to lyrics, just everything sounds very joyous. But yeah, this is just I'm happy I found this. It's a really nice pressing. It's not damaged or anything like that. I'm not sure it's hard to find or anything like that, but yeah, great folk rock album if you're into that kind of thing. And with that is this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back with some more down the road. Have a wonderful day.